It's the last lap of the journey. The trucks arrive at Hanko docks and there's just a 5-hour drive to go. The rest of the team have flown from Germany and are waiting anxiously in Jyväskylä for the convoy to arrive. Normally they have 4 or 5 days to get the cars ready, but not on a back-to-back.
We're nearly 2 days behind, aren't we, what we normally are? I think we'll have a few phone calls en route saying how far away, how much more, how longer you've got to go.
Have you seen or heard from Mark? Not yet. I'm just trying to hang back and wait for him a little bit.
At last, after 2,000 kilometres and 2 days, the convoy arrives in Jyväskylä.
Plan now, get everything washed, get it parked up, get the big structure up, ready for the cars to go underneath, and then just start setting up. Keys finish probably somewhere near midnight tonight, hopefully.
Almost a kilometre of aluminium beams are bolted and slotted together and, like a giant construction set, slowly transform into the control rooms, technical areas, canteen and VIP entertainment. And, of course, the huge tent that will cover the workshop area for the rally cars. Tomorrow, the engineers have just 1 day to turn 2 broken tarmac cars into high-speed gravel rally winners. With 1 day left to go before the rally, Camp Subaru is ready for inspection.
What we see are the awnings up now, and the hospitality area is now being finished off inside. In the middle here, we still got boxes and containers which are going to be moved, and the setup bed put in there. The engineering office is functioning at the back, and all that's working. The team's area, I'd say 85% of the way there.
Overnight, vital replacement parts have arrived.
And this is the gearbox that's just arrived from England. It got shipped out last minute due to the last rally. We broke 3 of the boxes. It was about 3 or 4 hours worth of work. Maybe 5, because I'm quite tired.
Director of Engineering Steve Farrell is overseeing the changeover of cars from smooth tarmac settings to rough gravel.
I mean, the World Rally Championship has got a great variation in venues, but that's probably the biggest contrast, really. And there are many things that get changed on the cars to adapt to the different conditions. Ride heights, so the car here will run about 30 to 40 millimetres higher than in Germany. It has to absorb bumps here, so we've tend to have softer springs. You have different damping rates to allow for the impacts, especially here where we have a lot of jumps.
Although there's still a question mark over the reliability of his car, the improved performance in Germany has given Petter a real hope that he can win the Finnish rally.
You're always a little bit nervous, of course, and thinking a lot about the setup, and because we have done a lot with the car, so I see a light in the tunnel now. It's no doubt.
But Petter faces tough competition here. Local knowledge is crucial, so apart from the world champion, Petter's main rivals will come from the Ford team's 2 Finnish drivers. Marcus Gronholm has won here 4 times before, and teammate Mikko Hirvonen lives just up the road. For the Finns, being fast here is a matter of personal honour.
If you've got stage records here, you're recognised as being the boy, really. So they get a bit wound up, they don't get wound up normally, but here they do like to. Serious big dog, should I say.
Steve is taking it personally too, determined to draw a line under the worst first half of a season Subaru have ever had.
We have done an awful lot of work over the last 2 months, and I think, and we all think, that we've made some good progress, but the ultimate test is getting out and seeing what stage times we are compared to everybody else. This is, for me, ground zero. This is where we start the season, and I think put a decent show in for the rest of the year.
At Shakedown, it's first blood to Gronholm, top dog on the 2-kilometre stage. But the real showdown starts tomorrow.
The real measure will be the first stage in the morning. A nice long stage to bed them in, and we'll find out where we are from that stage.
Petter heads off for the first stage of the day. Time to find out how he and his car really match up to the Flying Finns in their Fords. Ahead of him and the other 100 drivers are 347 kilometres of competitive stages. It's dogfight time. Former co-driver Lewis Moyer was the first non-Scandinavian to win the Finnish rally back in 1990. Now he brings his knowledge of the stages to the Subaru control room.
I did this first stage for the first time in 1988, and then it has been ever since in the rally. This bit here, it's along a farm, and it's almost straight. No, it's an open road. And then when you turn left, that's in the forest. And on dry, I think the average speed is 126 kilometers an hour.
Paul, Lewis and Ken can usually follow the driver's progress on screen as a GPS tracker is fitted to every car. But this morning, there's a glitch.
What's wrong with that system, do you know?
But Ken's got a backup plan and tells his weather crews to get out some good old-fashioned stopwatches.
Okay. So as the first car comes past, they set the watch and then we go on that. Sometimes you can't beat the old system, manual.
The Flying Finns get off to a flying start. Marcus wins the Lankamar stage with Mikko Hirvonen second. Petter is a close third. Ruumäki is only 7 kilometres long, but has in spades what Rally Finland is famous for: enormous jumps.
Somewhere along here, there are 3 consecutive jumps. Ruumäki has been very famous. There is a lot of people that goes there.
The crowds are gathering to watch the big jumps, but hundreds have camped out in the forest and have been drinking all night. Just 8 minutes before the stage starts, safety coordinator Seppo Harjan is worried and sends out safety cars to clear the stage.
This was a little bit risky. People, the young people with a bottle in the hand and still moving.
In less than 4 minutes, Marcus Grönholm will be screaming through here at nearly 200 kilometres an hour. If any of the drunken fans stray into the road, there will be a disaster. Time to call in the helicopter. If the helicopter doesn't clear the road, the stage will have to be cancelled. Just in front of the first rally car, the final safety car drives the stage at full speed. It's the last warning. The stage is finally cleared and the helicopter follows the first car off the line. Over the big jumps of Ruumäki, Grönholm stretches his lead. Mobe is second, with Petter just 2.3 seconds behind. Halfway through the day, it's back to Jyväskylä for a 45-minute service. As the technicians race to service his car, Petter is anxious to get his afternoon tyre choice right.
But is it coming rain? Because it's more and more muddy and shit there. It's not like, they're driving close on the road.
Based on a forecast from Ken that the stages will dry out, he selects hard compound tyres with cuts for extra grip.
Full attack.
Okay. The next group of stages contains some of the most bone-crunching jumps in motorsport. Literally. Last year, 2 co-drivers suffered cracked vertebrae from hard landings here.
Black crest, 115.
This year, no bones are broken, but the cars are suffering. The enormous jumps are testing chassis and suspension, and the lethal mix of high speed, mud and loose dirt wreaks havoc. Petter gets caught behind a damaged car and loses time. At the end of the first day, only 86 of the 101 starters are still running. Rally Finland is taking no prisoners.
Oh, it was so sleepy, I mean. Hui, incredible.
Because I had a harder tires on, so when I hit the mud, no grip whatsoever, so it was very tough, very tough.